there, right? We're going to keep things moving on to a very funny comic. Please welcome Kathleen O'Brien to the stage.
I have to share this with you guys. This nice lady stopped me on the street, told me I had hair like the Disney Princess Ariel. Yes! I'm just like the Little Mermaid. From the waist down, things are fishy. Silly. That was dumb. Some people misinterpret my friendliness for flirtation, but I can assure you, I am not trying to give the impression that I'm flirting. What I'm trying to do is simply give it the impression that I'm down to fuck. Geez, I thought about getting Brazilian the other day, but instead I got a Minnesotan. And that's where they pluck every hair out individually, and after each one they go, sorry. Oh, geez. I overheard this lady the other day refer to Hitler as a wet blanket. That kind of downplays how wet Hitler was. That's like saying Jeffrey Dahmer was just a fussy eater. Hit and run is a whoopsie-daisy. You guys, how do you feel about unrealistic standards of beauty, ladies, right? It's bullshit. I mean, if Marilyn Monroe were alive today, she wouldn't even be considered hot, which is so unfair to the elderly. They have needs as well. I used to love that movie Breakfast at Tiffany's. Yeah, it made having a sugar daddy seem so adorable. But Hollywood got it wrong. Because what you don't see is that Audrey Hepburn had to blow all those dudes. They should have called it Breakfast at Denny's. That shit is degrading. Right? So, I don't know if you guys know about this game. When I was a kid, I played a Barbie video game. And all it entailed was driving down the street. And if you could manage to not hit anyone or anything, you won a shopping spree. That was the whole game. Crash course in sexism. Some people don't think women can drive. I wonder what other next level sexist shit they would have included if they thought we were up to the challenge, you know? Like, if you speak when you're spoken to, you get to prepare a hot dish. Or if you can keep from sticking your head in enough, you get a makeover! At the end of the screen pops up like, welcome to hell, brought to you by Mattel. I also played ladies, you remember this game Girl Talk? It was a board game. It was basically truth or dare, but if you didn't complete the dare, you had to put a red sticker on your face representing horrible acne. I'm surprised they weren't, in the instructions, they were like, if you don't tell the truth, you're going to bleed through your sheets tonight. Or we're going to stick a dead carp down your pants and call the game Men Talk. You get it? It's disgusting. Oh, shit. I love seeing a man's eyes light up when I say I'm bi. And then watching him run away in terror when I finish that with Polar! Laugh it up, clowns. I really do have bipolar disorder. It's kind of like the diabetes of the brain, except for like instead of a lack of sugar, I have an excess of I don't give a fuck. I don't know how to describe mania to those who have not felt it. It's kind of, this is the best description for it. It's like you have a passion for life. You have a passion for life. It's exactly what I said to my shrink. Her response was, Miss O'Brien, you have to put your shirt back on. Every day she was like, you need to get things off your chest. And finally I was like, you need to be more specific, lady. Alright, cool. Yeah, I have a mental illness that 1% of the population has. Kind of like I won the lottery, right? Except for instead of money, I won delusions of grandeur. how I would describe it as well. All right, it sucks. It sucks to have a manic episode because it's hard to be discreet, right? Like if you have a heart attack, it's not all over Facebook. You have a manic episode, your new status becomes I am gravity. It's like either Kathleen's manic or her account's been hacked by Kanye West. Anybody here ever been to the psych ward? Show of hands. Anybody? No one. Now, all right, token, cool. Going to the psych ward is like getting married. It's all fun and games until you realize you're committed. Lovely woman you thought had cast a spell on you is Deb in the room next door, and she's literally trying to cast a spell on you. She has your hair. It's terrifying. I don't know how to best say this, so I'll just come right out with it. When I what the hell's going on? Okay, all right. What was I gonna say? Okay, so basically, I thought I was Jesus. I thought I was the second coming of Jesus. You know, obviously in that situation, you have to go to the hospital. In the hospital, the nurse asked me. She said, "Would you like to see the priest?" And I was like, "Oh, I think you mean, would you like to see me?" Well, you've heard of the rapture. I'm kind of a big deal here. This next joke is adorable. So naturally, Jesus thought he was the king of the Jews. So naturally, I thought I was the queen of the Jews. You know, like a matzo ball crown or something. But I think what's really we can all sense that that's very unrealistic because I think we can all agree that a good Jew would never dethrone his mother. That's a joke about how Jewish boys are so nice to their mothers. I told you it was adorable. And I'll just end with this little story. First time I was ever manic. It sucked. I was very depressed about it, and I told my friends I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm never gonna get laid again. And they were like, that's ridiculous. We're gonna take you to a bar. We're gonna get you drunk. Your taxi guys will be great. And I was like, I really don't want to go. And they're like, where you're going? And I was like, all right, fine. So I get there, and this dude's hitting on me, and I didn't want anything to do with him, and he was just relentless and annoying, and finally I had to play this card. I was like, listen, you don't want to talk to me. I'm a crazy person. And then he said something really beautiful. He said, I don't care. I just want to get my dick sucked. All right, thanks guys.